You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Drinking that coconut water, staying hydrated. I fell asleep last night watching the golf because I thought John Rahm was going to run away with it with 5 holes left.
It was nuts.
Those were 2 of the nastiest putts I've seen in a while.
You know, we talked about Justin Thomas sinking, 30 feet?
Yeah.
And how clutch that was?
Yeah.
Nah.
66.
Wasn't that clutch.
66.
Yeah. 43 to force a playoff, then 66 to win it. Don't worry about it.
That downhill tier, like the hole, it wasn't like, the hole was this many feet away, or what was it, 36 feet away?
Yeah.
It's like, not only that, it was like 5 feet underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hello and welcome to the Swingdom. My name is Ben. I'm an 11.4 handicap. Play Cobra clubs. Got my Puma hat on. I'm here with my best golfing buddy Gunnar. He's got some Cobra clubs. Mostly he plays Titleist. He's got his Titleist hat game on today. And we're here to talk about golf. I don't know if you haven't been here before. This is a fan cast podcast. Because we're fans of golf. Hey, what's going on, Gunnar?
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Ben?
Just
morning.
Yeah, we're doing a Monday morning short one because it's a bank holiday here, so everything's closed. Like I said, I didn't. It was already like midnight when Dustin was on 14.
Really?
And so I was like,
that late?
I think it was like 11:30. I was just sort of like. I did the hot mic last night, so I got to talk loads about it. I think the hot mic took it out of me, really. But yeah, the golf was good. It was
really good.
But we're going to start with news.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to start with news, or do you want to start with news?
You start with news.
This is the biggest news of the week. This is the only news anybody cares about who pays attention to golf.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods does not make it to the FedEx Cup Championship at Eastlake. He is out. He's got a few weeks to prep for the USGA Championship.
No Tiger.
No Tiger. That was a bit of a joke, but it's probably also true. I'm sure viewership will be way down.
It should be way down. Look, he wasn't playing well enough to make it in.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty solid slip.
Yeah.
For the past 3 tournaments he's played.
I thought you were going to say 3 years.
For the past 10 years,
yeah.
Tiger hasn't done very well.
Since 2008.
Yeah. I mean, he did win the Masters, but
yeah.
Who's counting that, right?
Nobody.
No, that's a shame. Slips out of the top 30 in FedEx Cup. That's no good.
Do you have any news?
I don't have any news.
I've got one other bit of news. Yeah, you go.
Is your bit of news about the European Women's Tour or the LPGA?
No, mine is Rory's excuse for being a bad golfer.
Being a dad?
Yeah. Congratulations, Rory and Erica. They should be having a child any day now. He says, I mean, imagine this, right? 16th hole, FedEx Cup Championship, up by 1. He gets the phone call. Is he waiting another 20 minutes and playing out 18? Or is he leaving?
Well, he's probably not going to get, because they don't, his phone stays on silent in his golf bag.
Yeah.
It's not like they keep them in their pockets
most
of the time.
And then my other...
So I'm sure he finishes, but, if it's If it's day 2,
Yeah.
he's leaving.
And then the second question is going to be if he wins for a third time, he wins the third, and it's not, he won't win in a row. Is it the third in a row for him?
No.
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 No. So if he wins his third FedEx Cup, second time in a row, because he won it last year.
Yeah.
Is he naming the baby FedEx?
There's no amount of money FedEx could pay.
They're already giving him $12 million for winning.
Right.
They're like,
No.
look, we'll give you another $100 million. Not that you need it, but just call the baby FedEx.
But I bet you that baby gets some FedEx gear.
I wonder if it's gonna be like David Beckham's kid's name is Brooklyn, because like that's where he was conceived.
I don't know.
What if they name this baby like Augusta?
I'd be down with that.
This baby's name is Saint Andrews. That's terrible. That's really terrible. Yes. Hi, we'd like to introduce our baby girl Saint Andrews to the world. Troon. Sawgrass.
Terrible name.
Sawgrass. What's the worst golf course baby name you can think of?
Crooked Stick.
Crooked Stick. That is pretty bad. Mine would be, and this is not political, this is just hilarious, Trump National.
Trump National DC.
Yeah. Hi, this is Trump National McElroy.
That'd be really funny.
That would be hilarious. All right. So
yes. Well, real quick, did you see we talked about her last week, Sophia Popov.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to say her name.
Popov.
Anyways,
yeah, you got it.
So she this was kind of a bummer news, I guess, on the LPGA and maybe on the PGA. I really just don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. But if you win a major, you get a 5-year exemption. But because she was not current member of the LPGA,
yeah,
she does not get the exemption. And so
You change the rule immediately.
So you know, people were going off.
Yeah.
Saying she needs to have the exemption, and the LPGA commissioner came out and said, it's definitely something we'll look at because of this.
We'll look at
but
it.
We're doing it we're not going to just up and look at a rule in the middle of the year. So he's refusing to give her the 5-year exemption. And she had to come out and address it and say
she did this because the LPGA, all those LPGA players are real sensible.
Yeah.
They never disrupt the tour.
No, they don't.
They love the tour. Yeah.
And I think this is a huge mistake on the LPGA.
Yeah.
You had a ton of PGA players even come out and say this is an embarrassment for the PGA.
Yeah.
Or for the LPGA.
Yeah. You get this story. Mm-hmm. And you know what you do? I mean, and if you want to be this guy, it's fine. Like, be this guy. Everybody's going to dislike you, but that's your job as the commissioner. Like, you're the face of the LPGA. They're supposed to hate you so they love the rest of the sport. I would say give her 2 years exemption until you look at the rule, and then give her 5 years eventually. But I would say, you know what? Like, we'll give you 2.5. We'll give you 3 years while we look at the rule, and you'll either stick with 3 years or you'll get 5 years. Because even if, like, so this is the thing: if she had won normally, she would have gotten 2 years exemption, right?
She would have been automatically on the tour. Yes.
Yeah. Or the opposite is like the Barracuda Open Invitational. Or the Barbasol, like the alternate week events from the majors or the WGCs, like they give away a year because it's not a full ticket. So I would say give her 2.5 years
It's just crazy.
Because half those guys don't
this,
have their PGA Tour card at the Barracuda, but if you win it,
you get your card.
You're on. You get your card.
Yeah, she gets her card.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have the exemption for winning the major. And this is the second time, and I should probably get used to it, but Ian Poulter said something that I totally agree with.
He's a sensibly angry man.
He came out and he just lashed out against the LPGA Tour and said, basically, you guys are dumb.
Yeah.
If you're gonna let this player play, she should get all the benefits of winning.
Yeah. If I was Jay Monahan, I was Jay Monahan, I would have called him as soon as that news broke and said, you either do it or we're putting her in our season opener in Hawaii.
I
would have been like, she won a major. I would have been like, she gets to play at the Champions Tour, what's the one?
Tournament of Champions?
I'd be like, she's coming to the Tournament of Champions. I will invite all the girls out to Tournament of Champions, and you will look like a giant, not smart man.
Right. Yeah, he doubled down on it. He said, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
What you should do is say, yeah, we'll probably change that rule. So, we can't officially change it in the middle of the season because of bylaws. I mean, you can make stuff up.
I mean, I would
look. Our bylaws prohibit us from changing rules officially in the middle of the year, but we'll go ahead and grant her this one, and this rule will be changed.
I mean, how much would you have paid to have seen her go? You know what? I'm really happy here. Like the European Tour will have me for 5 years since it was the British Open, so it's technically an RNA event. It's not even the LP. I mean, I know that it's like an LPGA RNA event. Like if I was the RNA, I would have been like, "Do you want 10 years on the European Tour?" And
double it.
She would have been like, and then she'd have to put out a statement being like, hey, I really appreciate the LPGA sticking to their guns and not letting me on the tour. I'm going to have fun playing on a credible tour like the European Women's Tour. Have fun. See you later. Bye. I'll be back to defend. Like, is she allowed to defend her title next year, or does she have to play into it if she's not on the card?
I'm sure she defends it.
And what if it's not in the rules?
I don't know.
We'll let somebody else look that up. Send us an email if you know she can defend her title. Because it doesn't make any sense.
No good.
Yeah. Any more news?
Nope.
All right. Ready for the read?
Sure.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
So if I was Ms. Popoff, Sophia Popoff, I would have pretended to have not have heard the LPGA commissioner. I would have made an immediate appointment at Beltote Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey. I would have flown from Germany during my celebrations, gone there, gotten a free hearing test. I would have maybe or maybe not have gotten a hearing aid, but I would have made a point to stand outside and put that on my Instagram and being like, sorry, I can't hear you. I'm at Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey getting my hearing checked for free because I know what the invite code is. I know that it's GOLF, GOLF. Means you get a free hearing test at Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of the Jersey Shore, New Jersey. Phone number is +1 732 888 9000. Again, that is +1 732 888 9000. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial.
You sound like an infomercial.
You can get this hearing aid for 3 easy payments of monies. I watch those, like, this is infomercials, you know them. Everybody knows them, right? My favorite is you can have this pillow for 2 easy payments of $19.99. And I'm like, if you don't have $40, you need to break up a $40 payment into 2 payments. You shouldn't be spending $40 on a pillow.
I know we've talked about this before.
So angry. It's like they just try to just fish and just. This is the pocket fisherman. You can get it for 3 easy payments of $7.45, and you're like, if you don't have $22 and 15 cents, and 5 cents, get out of here. All right, check out Beltone Hearing Aid Centers. That's BELTONE, Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey, +1 732-888-9000. Ask for Joseph. Say the Swingdom told you to call. Get your free hearing test. Use the code word golf.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
All right, so there was the BMW Championship.
That's right.
They played it in Illinois.
They did.
At Olympia Fields.
Yep.
North
Course.
Let's get into it. We were loud wrong on the video game golf.
Look, I on our Instagram,
loud wrong. Man of the week wrong.
Yeah, man of the week. We were terrible with our score predictions. Look, the when I put it out on Instagram after round 2 of our picks, I just had to quote Tiger Woods and say the conditions are really, really tough out here.
Yeah. The conditions I mean, when I saw it on Thursday, so I was doing the hot mic on Thursday, and I saw the rough was above their shoes. I was like, no, whoa, like that's not supposed to happen. You should be able to see the brand of the shoe on the first 2 days of rough. I couldn't even see what color the shoes were.
It was not good.
They had to show. Sorry.
Go.
I was gonna say they had to show Cameron Champ doing the mixed matched shoes for BLM when he was on the green. Because anytime he was in the fairway, you couldn't see the shoes.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Thomas, friend of the show, Thomas.
Shout out, Thomas.
Texted me. Shut up. He texted me and said, "Are all the players broken, or is something wrong with this golf course?" Looking at the scores,
I think somebody at the BMW was angry at Dustin Johnson for going like nearly going 30 under.
Well, at one point on Sunday, he was 4 shots clear of the lead.
Yeah. At
one point, I was like, "Is he going to do this again?"
Yeah. I was very excited to see it. Day one was it was fun to watch these guys not get a handle on it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get a handle on it. Got to watch a lot of Patrick Reed. Didn't see any Bryson DeChambeau. Colin Morikawa was struggling.
Yep.
Dustin Johnson. Then day 2, you got to watch Tiger.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of Tiger. But day 1, you want to go through the numbers on day 1?
Yeah, well, what else I like about this event, which we forgot to mention, was this is a no-cut event.
Yeah.
So if you struggle, you get a chance to keep struggling or pick yourself back up.
Hi, Mark Leishman.
Mark Leishman did not do that.
I didn't believe it. I went back and looked at his scores, and I was like, "Oh,
we got man of the Mark Leishman is our official man of the week."
Let's put it this way. Between Dustin Johnson's -30 last week and Mark Leishman's +30 this week, that is 60 strokes of golf difference.
It was something.
60. That's 15 a day. That's
it was no good.
That's not like. That's how many shots I get against Rory McIlroy, who's like a +4.
That's right.
Is 15 shots.
I want 15 shots no matter what against a tour player.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I'm just saying, like on paper, like that. I was boggled. Also, the cool thing about this story, the man of the people, Mark Leishman. Guess what? He still made the championship.
Yes.
He still had enough points to be inside the bubble.
Yeah, by 5.
By 5.
5 players.
Yeah, he was,
He's
insanity. 25th. Billy Horschel watches his playing partner, but well, that's Friday. We'll get I'm sorry, that's Sunday. We'll get into the Sunday stuff later. So Friday.
I have all the FedEx numbers here.
Yeah.
All right. So Thursday, featured group, we saw Dustin Johnson, Justin Thomas, and Dan the Van Man Burger.
And the Burger Van Man Burgermeister.
That's right. We got to watch them play.
Yeah.
That was a pretty tight group.
Yeah.
DJ 1 over, JT and Berger 3 over. Sitting middle of the pack, really.
The putting
Your
looked
best-
so hard on Thursday.
It was so hard.
The putting looked impossible.
And I actually got the sense like Hideki Matsuyama, who shot a 67 3 under.
Yeah.
For the lead after day one, I thought maybe this is probably his already looking at the scores. You know what I mean?
If he could play steady golf, he's such a great steady golfer. He's not the video game golfer that you get out of these other guys, but he is like, he will, if he finishes a tournament at like -10 and everybody else finishes at -7, you're like, yeah, like he earned 2.5 strokes a day. Like he'll do that all day, every day.
Well, just to put it in perspective, if he had just parred out the rest of the week and gotten one more birdie, he would have been tied for the lead.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
For the whole week.
Yeah.
Mark Leishman, you already said, was our man of day one.
And
10 over
and
80.
day 2 and day 3 and the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 9, 8, 5, 6. It was
2 10s, an 8, and a 7.
Yeah.
That's
35, but okay.
That's what we had. That's what I have there. All right.
That's not correct.
That's what I have. No, I'm not talking just Mark Leishman.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Mark Leishman's 4 days. I was like 10, 8, 5. I'm like, that's 35.
No. Let's see. Wolf, Morikawa, Hovland. They don't really do much.
No, nobody did much. We
Berger,
got to see Merritt.
DJ, Bryson. Not a lot.
Oh,
Bryson fell apart on you.
Bryson fell apart, yeah.
My prop bet was my 3 guys, Wolf, Morikawa, and Hovland, birdie the first hole. Wolf did not, and he was the first one out. My prop bet was in shambles. That was it. That's all it took, but that's okay. And you had Tiger beats Rory. We'll get into that, but that did not work out.
That did not work out in my favor either.
No, that's all right. You want to go to day 2?
Yeah, day 2, loving it. I think day 1, the biggest takeaway for me on day 1 is that the greens were fast. The greens looked like they were major fast.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a major.
Which we should have expected, really.
No, you don't expect that from the PGA. Like this course.
Yeah, but major conditions
in
the playoffs.
No, because to me it almost looked like the USGA championship course. Like it looked like Pebble Beach last year. It was so thick to begin with.
That was hard.
Like these guys weren't like, these guys were like, oh, I'm going to stab it out and hope it goes in the right direction.
You know what I didn't see though?
Yeah.
Was duffed shots as much as we saw last week.
No, but I think the thing is the fairway was so thin.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a foot out, if you were 10 yards out, 30 feet out, it didn't matter. Like you were struggling to get back to the fairway. And I think that was Tiger's biggest issue was that he was sort of like 10 to 15 feet off. And he was like, well, I just got to play this back to the fairway. Whereas on any normal course, he's like, I can go after it. So, no, I didn't like East Lake next week is not going to be major conditions. It never is. Like they want.
I think you should expect that in the playoffs, though.
No. My prop bet is that my prop bet is that it is not that.
My prop bet is that it's a little bit easier next week.
Yeah.
All right, day 2. We watched Tiger Woods, who played with Carlos Ortiz. Probably a big day for him.
No, Carlos Munoz. No, not Sebastian Munoz.
Ortiz.
Carlos Ortiz. Who played with Sebastian Munoz?
I don't know.
I think he also played with Sebastian Munoz. I think the 3 of them played together.
Probably in the 3rd round, or
maybe
the 3rd round, probably.
Okay.
Tiger Woods, Carlos Ortiz, and Bubba Watson.
Yes.
Surprising
Bubba
in the play.
Watson was in play.
Bubba Watson seems to be in play for all the playoff events.
Yeah.
Doesn't really put it all together throughout the season.
No.
which is a shame.
Yeah, for sure.
But your best scores for the day: Patrick Cantlay, Brendan Todd at 2 under 68.
Yeah.
And your worst, your man of the people for day 2, Kevin Streelman.
Mark
With an
Leishman
80. And Mark Leishman.
with a
Well,
79.
Mark
I think it was a 78 or 79. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and our guys pretty much stayed steady, except DJ for you went 1 under
Yeah.
to get himself tied for third.
Yeah.
That was a big put. I know 1 under's not that big.
It was this
but
week. It was this week.
One birdie shot you up.
Yeah.
The leaderboard.
I was watching it and I was like, wow, second place is like +3 on Sunday. Or I'm sorry, no, I was like fifth place is like +2, +3. I was like, that's because I think third place was even for a while. And that was mind-boggling.
You have anything else for round 2?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun watching Bubba.
Yeah.
Tiger looked stiff.
Did he?
Yeah, Tiger looked uncomfortable in the back. I think he got out of a bunker quite far. I don't know. He just did not look. He was sort of like, and I'm not projecting any. I'm just sort of like, he was a bit like, get me out of here. I've got to defend at Augusta.
Yeah, I think you watched a lot more of it than I did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to trust you on that. But I think the highlights that I saw,
Yeah,
it definitely spoke to that he was just not set up.
he wasn't settled in
body wise.
Yeah. His
All
glutes weren't firing. Round 3 to the weekend.
No glutes.
Yep. What was the cut line?
There was no cut line.
Oh, that's right. There
No
wasn't
cut.
a cut line.
No cut event.
Yep. 70
so
people enter. 30 people leave. But after 4 days.
After 4 days. And what I should say is, when we hit Sunday, our featured group is always the final group of the day.
Yeah.
It's always the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So on Thursday, we watched John Rahm and Kevin Na. And John Rahm, and I should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
I should have seen it coming, firing a 66 4 under.
I didn't.
He has the best round of the week.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but we should have.
No.
We should have seen him.
I mean, yes
pedaling.
and no, like you should have seen it. I haven't seen him in like 4 weeks. Like eye test wise, like I haven't seen him in 4 weeks.
Well,
I think the last time we saw him was about 6 weeks ago, and going into Sunday, and it was sort of like, is he going to win? Isn't he going to win? And he did. He pulled it off. He didn't pull it off. He did one of the two.
To be totally fair, he was on my list.
Yeah.
And
there's only 70 guys. Like the top 10 is on our list.
He was on my list, and I stupidly kicked him off to play the Victor Hovland card.
Yeah.
Just stupidly. Well, it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I won't know better for next time.
Looking back on it, I was a bit surprised you picked Victor Hovland and Matt Wolff. I get Colin Morikawa, but Victor Hovland and Matt Wolff, I'm sort of like, these guys, like, I was going to say Matt Wolff wasn't even really projected to be in the bubble. Like, even if he won, he was going to have a hard time being in the bubble.
I'm not worried about next week, though. I'm not worried about the
bubble.
No,
I know. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the bubble is a good sort of test to be like I picked Billy Horschel last week. And guess what? He made the bubble on the dot this week.
Barely,
I know that in the playoffs, he trends.
Yeah, but Matthew Wolff did get me points.
Yeah. Yeah, so did
so did Colin Morikawa.
So did a certain Dustin Johnson. technically tied first, so I get 1,000 points.
No,
that's right. I get 3,000.
He was dead second.
He was not solo. You can't. It says T1 next to his name, and that's not solo second.
It doesn't. It says 2. It says 2 because you have to go to scoring. You have to go to playoff scoring. While you do that, all right, John Rahm. 66, 4 under, best of the day. We get to see Mark Leishman, man of the people, again with a 9 over 79. Matthew Wolff, Colin Morikawa, and Victor Hovland. And I text you this that my players were, if anything, consistent, all firing to get to a 7 over for Thursday.
Yeah.
They were all next to each other. Daniel Berger, he tries to climb. He gets himself into T26.
Yeah.
DJ is tied for first.
Yep.
With a 1 under. And Bryson completely falls apart, just missing man of the people by 1 stroke. Falls to 8 over. There goes his chances for the week.
Yeah.
And we saw for some reason I didn't write it down, and now I can't remember. But did you catch who shot the hole-in-one on Thursday?
On Thursday, on Saturday or on Thursday?
I'm sorry, on Saturday.
No, I did not catch that.
Yeah, somebody hit a hole-in-one on Saturday, and I saw it and I looked away, and then I couldn't remember.
Was it Ben on?
No,
he hit that last week. He did that a week or 2 ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I forget. All right.
Round 4.
Round
For final day.
4. Yeah. I mean, round 3 was good. I think I was surprised to see Matsuyama at the top of the leaderboard on 3, just because I was sort of assuming massive potential sort of averageness. Massive average.
Right.
He was going to shoot up in statistical growth on averageness.
Into the average line.
Yes. The Mendoza line of golf, yes.
That's right. So round 4, our feature group. The final group was Hideki and DJ.
Dustin Johnson.
DJ fires a 4 under. So does Rahm. I'm sorry. DJ fires a 4 under. Yeah. Rahm fires a 6 under, which is why I should have seen it after Saturday.
Yeah.
They get themselves into a
hole. Rahm shoots like 2 or 3 better than anybody else out there.
No, but with the trend of his game through the week.
I don't know. That course was so tough.
Really, really tough.
That cuff was so coarse.
It was so tough.
It was,
man of the people, Max Homa, 77 plus 7.
Yeah.
Homa finds himself into our man of the people quite often.
He's on or he's off, and lately he's been off.
There's a few guys who we always see as man of the people, and every week the same few guys are on it, but they're still on the tour. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matthew Wolff finishes at 16.
We didn't see much of him. We saw him a few times on the telecast.
Right. Colin Morikawa backs himself into top 20. And Victor Hovland can't put it together all week. Tied for 40th. Daniel Berger barely misses. Top 20.
Yeah.
Finishes T25.
Yeah.
DJ loses the 1-hole playoff to fall into second place. And Bryson finishes 10 over.
I think you forgot to mention that he loses in a playoff after sinking a 42-foot putt that was probably harder than the playoff winning putt by Jon Rahm.
I didn't forget. I was getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm about to get into the rage room right now. We are going there. This made me – there was one thing that made me really angry. This didn't make me angry. I laughed when Dustin Johnson made his putt on 18 to save it.
Mm-hmm.
And he does like the tiger pump.
Yeah.
And it just looks like so timid and like under control because that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah.
Sweet.
Good job, Dustin. You're amazing.
You did it.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
We're the best. And then, you've got Austin who's like, we're going to drink so many Michelobs and laugh at Brooks about this. I think that Dustin has been doing a lot better now that Brooks is gone.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think there's not that comparison. It's not like the 4 majors versus the 22 wins. Like, it's not like this. It's not that. It's like DJ is the guy. He's the party animal. He's the bro in the house. Like, Brooks, yeah, have fun on Instagram.
Have fun on
Instagram. I'm playing golf. No. So the thing that made me the most angry, and I would be angry if somebody did this to me on the second hole. I would be angry if somebody did this to me on a putt-putt course, on a crazy golf course. You drain a 66-foot putt and you yell for like 4 minutes. Jon Rahm is like running around the green, yelling his head off.
Now, I will say though, all right, let's break it down.
Dustin
Johnson.
Okay, sorry.
Dustin Johnson.
Sorry.
Dustin Johnson forces a playoff by birdieing 18.
Yes.
Okay. It's 35, 45 feet, drains it, goes into a playoff.
And it's like, I mean, if you were stood at the hole, his ball was at waist height. Like, it was an entire tier up.
Yeah.
Go watch that putt.
It was a big putt.
Yeah.
Dustin Johnson finds the fairway on 18 for the first playoff hole.
Yeah.
It's sudden death.
Yeah.
Rahm finds the right rough.
Yeah.
Puts it up on green from the rough, 66 feet away. DJ puts it another 35 feet away. DJ putts it to 4 inches. Jon Rahm, it's a sideways putt too.
It's like he's aiming like 15 to 20 feet to the left of the hole.
Yeah, and I like the putt, and I understand his reaction to it because it's 66 feet away.
Yeah.
He hits it back towards the clubhouse, basically, to find a ridge. It's coming back down. It's so long he has enough time to walk behind the ball and see the line.
Yeah.
And it just ends up falling
Yeah.
in.
I didn't. So that's okay.
66 feet.
I'm less angry about it now. The way they showed the replay, because I watched it this morning, was he makes the 66-foot putt, and then Dustin Johnson has his 35-footer afterwards. Right? Because that's no.
I don't. Does he have the 35-footer after?
That's what it looks like. It looks like he's sort of like away from it on the edge of the green, looking at his line.
Maybe.
I mean, 66-35, golf etiquette, he's going first.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's what made
sometimes they let somebody else have more time to look at their putt.
It's the 18th hole, me and you. We're tied probably 6 under through 17.
Sure.
This is, right? All right. So we're tied. Hypothetically, we're tied. And you have an 8-foot putt because that's like just outside of your comfort zone.
Right.
Right. I mean, 8 foot to an amateur is like
right outside. Yeah.
It's just outside the comfort zone. Adam's looking at me like it's if you're outside of 14 inches, it's outside of your comfort zone.
2 feet is uncomfortable.
Yes. And I hit an 11-footer for birdie. No, I'm sorry. We're both on the green in 3. and I hit an 11-footer for par. And you've got an 8-footer for par. Right? And I hit my 11-footer from par and disrupt the entire golf community that is at Lake of the Woods.
Now, I would be upset about that as well. If he went,
I was like, Hulk smash, bro. Like, relax.
Although, can I say it is nicer to see such a burst of emotion from Jon Rahm that isn't negative.
Yeah. But still,
he doesn't really get excited. Maybe that was all pent up. This is his 5th win.
I'm not mad that he did it. I'm mad when he did it. I would wait for Dustin to put it in the hole and then bench press you because you're my caddy. Like I would grab you by your hips and like lift you up Dirty Dancing and spin you around while
We did it.
That's
right.
We did it! Whoa! Well, like I wouldn't like I'd be like I'd sort of like fist pump. Yes, can't believe it. But I don't think I would like. He's like birds flew out of trees when he yelled. Like they should have put that. They should have just put like birds like flying out of African trees. Like on the Sahara. But I mean
all the wildlife.
All the wild
away.
like you know what they do? It's like all the zebras turn their heads.
All of them.
All the zebras turn. The wildebeest, they shake a little bit.
At once. That's right. Are you just describing the opening scene to The Lion King?
Yes.
Is that where you're getting your information from?
Yeah, and it's just what's the monkey's name? Rafiki. It's just Rafiki holding up, John Rahm, and you've got Rafa Cabelabayo. Is that his name? Rafa Cabelabayo.
Bayo,
yeah. And oh no, this is terrible. And Sergio Garcia, like arm in arm, like so proud of their son.
It's terrible that you're continuing this.
And then
that's what's terrible.
Sevi Ballesteros' face like pops out of the clouds, and he's like
in the clouds.
He's like, I'm so proud of you, John Rahm. Follow your heart. Follow the stars to be a major winner on the PGA Tour. It's just like it's Sevi's face with Earl Jones. Well, what's Earl Jones' first name? Earl Jones.
James?
Yeah. James Earl Jones just is like the voice of Sevi. John, you did it. I'm so proud. Like that's how I saw it. I saw him yell. I saw the wildebeest, the zebras, the birds, the giraffes. They're like, "Oh, I was drinking some water, but John Rahm is yelling. Let's go this way."
You know that entire metaphor went from good to disturbing to magnificent, and I don't know how you capped it off that well.
It's just if you ever need a ridiculous metaphor, you want me to go on for a few minutes about it? Let me. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do.
I will continue.
Yeah, I will continue.
I will either drive it into the ground, or lift it up.
No. Just wait till part 2 where we figure out who played Timon and Pumbaa.
That would probably be Phil Mickelson and his brother.
Yes, and his brother. And we'll get Elton John to write the song "Can You Make This Putt Tonight?"
And you know what? He can.
He can.
All the headlines. It's
Can
funny that
you make this putt tonight? All right, that is way too much of that.
Wow.
I just sang a song.
This podcast has been canceled.
Okay.
We're going to get a letter from iTunes this afternoon.
And it's not going to be like, you used this song inappropriately. It's going to be like, you're terrible. We're canceling this. We're just taking your computer off of the internet. Just done.
I told you made the metaphor magnificent, and then
I just crashed and burned.
Threw it into a volcano.
Just crash and burn. Yeah. No, that's Tarzan. Tarzan has the volcanoes.
We're not doing another one.
Okay.
All right.
So John Rahm wins. That's why I was angry. He's got a 35-foot putt. I don't care what you do after he misses that putt. If he still has to make it, but I think in playoff sudden death, he doesn't even have to make it. I'm not saying run over there and laugh in his face. You shake his hand. You say, look, great one. He's going to say, that was an amazing putt. I didn't lose this. You won this. And then you say, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be yelling for like 5 minutes in Spanish. And do you mind just like leaving the green? Because I
need this space.
Because you didn't win.
and you're standing in a area of the green which I may intersect with my running.
As he's leaving, you just sort of like whisper to him like, "Don't sulk, don't do it,
don't be sad.
You won last week. You came in second place this week. You're $4 million richer.
just pick your stuff up and go.
Just don't sulk.
I'm gonna go run around now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the headlines. All the headlines.
I'm bringing
Rahm roars back.
Yes, and it's like it's like Dustin. I'm gonna put a bouncy house, a bounce castle, just on the green for 10 minutes. If you could just not use it, that'd be amazing.
This is for me.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
All right.
These are all things I would do if I was on the PGA Tour.
Probably best you're
Yeah,
not.
and Gunnar would just be like, I'm just here to caddy. By the way, it's my turn next on the bounce house.
That's right. So the points breakdown. I came out with a total of 915 points. Ben came out with a total of 920 points. We triple them.
That is 1,800 and that's 2,760 points for me.
Yeah, and I just fall behind by 15 points, obviously.
Yep.
And that's okay. So there's really no change in the overall totals.
Nope. We're
sitting at 10,000 to 12,000.
All right, we've got to figure out how we're doing it next week, because I'm picking Dustin Johnson to win, but I don't know if we're going to do sort of like, because the way it works is Dustin Johnson starts at -10. John Rahm starts at -8. -6, 5, 4, 2, and 0 to the guys who are sort of like in the bottom 8. So we've got to figure out sort of if we're going to do like top 5 versus the field. If it's Dustin, John Rahm versus the field.
Mm-hmm.
And or we just make our 3 picks and give them points.
Yeah, I like giving them points.
Yeah,
but
and you'd have to get the first pick because you're losing. Yeah, you're not winning.
I'm not.
You're the opposite of winning. Yeah.
I'm losing.
Yeah, but everybody gets if it's top 30, everybody gets ridiculous points this week.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did want to make note of the notable players who are missing next week.
Tiger.
It's Tiger.
That was in the news.
It was in the news, but we kind of rushed.
Yeah.
On Tiger.
Sorry.
Plus I had to pull it up.
Yeah.
Matthew Wolff misses.
Yes.
Patrick Cantlay misses.
Yes.
Let's see. Your boy Richie Wierenski misses.
Not even close.
Poor guy. Not even
close.
He was 39th in FedEx Cup points.
Was he? He was like 50th at the beginning. I think he was 57th at the beginning of the week. So he must have done something all right.
Yeah. Gary Woodland, Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Bubba Watson.
Yeah.
Paul Casey.
Yeah.
A lot of players that you would expect to see are not in the top 30.
Who are guys that you wouldn't expect to see who are there?
Let's see. Who would I not expect to see?
I know Victor Hovland's there.
Sebastian Munoz.
Yeah. Mark Leishman after last week.
Yeah. After this week.
Yeah. Lanto Griffin.
Lanto Griffin. Yeah. Joaquin Niemann, who almost won yesterday.
I can't believe we didn't talk about him at all in round 4, because he killed round 4.
He tore it.
Yeah,
Joaquin Niemann, and you and I saw.
He's got the Justin Thomas swing, like where his left shoulder blade goes past his chin, even though he's still looking straight down. He's just he's one of those Gumby players. You're like, your spine is made of goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and I saw him at Avenel.
Yeah.
And he was super young though.
Yeah.
That was a few years back. Real tiny kid.
Yeah. He still isn't big.
Real smooth swing.
Yeah.
But as soon as it makes contact, it sounds like a jet leaving the
gone.
ground.
Yeah. He's got so much leverage in his turn. It's insanity. It is insanity.
One other I wouldn't have expected to see was Ryan Palmer.
Yeah, I mean, we just he was in contention a couple times over the last 3 weeks, but he didn't pull anything off, and he seemed to sort of fade in round 4 more than trend up. So I'm a little surprised to see him in there. And then Billy Horschel, who we saw for the first time last week, again, makes it on the bubble as Adam Long misses his par putt at 18. And that was a tough 3-footer to watch him miss.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tough 3-footer to watch him miss. Because we've all been there.
Yeah.
Maybe not for tour championship money, but, it's like I'm going to break 90 with a par on this hole. And nice drive, iron shot to the green. You've got, 25 feet for birdie, and you miss it. You read it entirely wrong, and then you've got the jitters for an 89. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
All right. Do you have anything else for round 4?
No, just that Joaquin Niemann was phenomenal to watch. We saw a lot of Tony Finau. He crushed it on Sunday. I liked his green. I like that green and white shirt. I liked that. No, I mean, it was one of those things like after the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you wanted to see somebody like catch fire and go and almost have a 59 watch again.
Yeah.
And there just wasn't.
There was almost some 90 watches.
Yeah. That's what it felt like. Yeah. It looked tougher than the PGA Championship. That's what I saw at the end of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to go into a new read?
Yeah, let's do reads.
You're watching Hot Mic with The Swingdom. We're going to take a quick break, so check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
What? That was the Hot Mic button. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. If you haven't downloaded the app Hot Mic, download the app Hot Mic. Use the invitational code GOLF, GOLF.
Golf.
You like how I use invitational? The
Invitational.
Hot Mic Golf invitational code is golf. By the way, it's open to everybody who has a smartphone. So please don't be dejected by the fact that it's a golf invitational.
No,
it's technically an open. Yeah,
it's an open.
It's the opposite of the USGA Championship this year.
You just pay your money and you're in.
Yes.
Which is $0.
Check us out. We did it twice this weekend. Mug Dad, thank you so much for watching us on it. Skylar was there watching it. A few other people dropped in. Sincerely appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching Hot Mic. I'm enjoying doing it. I miss having Gunner there, but he'll be back soon enough. And yeah, so check out Hot Mic, invite code golf. It's like, I think it's more interesting because it feels a bit more like radio.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to watch golf, it's me doing the play-by-play. And so you can listen to me do the play-by-play. When you're there, there's a lot more like, wow, like we saw Joaquin Niemann at Avalon and he is amazing. Like all that sort of stuff. So check out Hot Mic. Invitational code is golf. Back to the show.
You're watching Hot Mic with The Swingdom. 2 guys, 28 clubs, and 0 putts given.
All right. What are you doing in golf, Gunner?
Oh, I am not doing much. As a matter of fact, school has started. My school has started. So everything's really busy. Everything is so busy.
Do you think you can take off September 29th till October 10th?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive no.
You want to come to England and walk with us?
I cannot take off.
So I've been saving this for the podcast, Gunner. I've been saving this for the podcast. I've been dying to tell you this all week, but I'm doing it right now. The 100 miles, 100 holes Hadrian's Wall Challenge is underway.
Nice.
We are planning it. We're hopefully going to raise money for Rowcroft Hospice Services down here in Devon and the Golf Foundation, which is the R&A's version of the First Tee.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I reached out to them. I've done my first video for them. The first video looks amazing, but I reached out to them on Friday, and not only did they laugh at my idea for about 5 minutes, because they were like, "Oh, you're gonna walk Hadrian's Wall? That's great. Everybody does that." And then I was like,
sure.
"But I'm gonna play 6 golf courses and carry all of my golf gear," and they were like, "You're mad. You're crazy. Don't do it." So I'm doing that. Hopefully, raise some money. Check out the website, theswingdompodcast.com, because all of the info will be up there. Where the charities are being supported through uk.virginmoneygiving.com/100 miles, 100 holes. The numbers, no spaces. But yeah, today's a bank holiday here in England. So tomorrow you'll see it all over our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Hopefully in the next few days, you'll see it all over the Golf Foundation. Their PR guy is going to reach out to us. So we're going to hopefully be in all of the British golf publications.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And then the big news, 2 bits of big news. Dan Hendrickson, love his YouTube channel. He's an instructor out of Torquay, which is just down the road from me. So I'm going to go and hopefully play golf with him in a few weeks. Or maybe even get him on the podcast.
Wow.
Really, really nice guy. And then on the way up to Hadrian's Wall, I'm stopping at Matt Fryer's. He's out of Trafford Golf Center. I think it's like a driving range in the middle of Manchester.
Okay.
And I'm getting a lesson with him. Now, if you don't know who Matt Fryer is, check out his YouTube channel. You see him a lot with Rick Shields and Peter Finch. But I certainly they're the 3 musketeers of YouTube golf. Like, I'm so excited to get a lesson from him. I'm going to try to film it for the channel so you guys can check out me getting a swing consultation from Matt Fryer on the channel.
That's awesome.
I want to thank Bovey Tracy Golf Center, Thomas at Bovey Tracy Golf Center. He's sponsoring the 100 miles, 100 holes challenge.
Excellent.
And then I also want to thank Mike at the Polk Arms, because he's also sponsoring us and helping us get to Hadrian's Wall on 100. So it's going to be a hashtag 100 miles, 100 holes. That's the hashtag.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm prepping my legs for anywhere from 15 to 28 miles a day walking.
That's going to be tough. I know you can do it, though.
While playing golf. So the nice thing is me and Cousin Adam are doing it. So simultaneously, we will get the highest and the lowest golf score, the Hadrian's Wall 100 miles, 100 holes, Hadrian's Wall Golf Challenge, inaugural events, the Swingdoms Rambling Golf Charity Tour. Just throwing all these names out here because we're going to have them trademarked pretty soon. And yeah, just having a just woke up on Friday and everybody has been either really giving or really helpful or just really, really into the idea, which has been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. Trago Mills, they're letting us shoot on premises there, and they're helping us out with some of the camping equipment.
That's awesome.
So everybody around is just like, you're crazy, but let's get involved.
But I dig it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, the charities are really nice. Everybody there's been really great. So I'm hoping it's one of those things that brings our channel sort of to the next level.
Yeah.
Because it's good. We're good enough. Hold on. Wait.
For those of you not watching on YouTube, that was an agreement of sorts.
Yeah. Here you go. We're good enough. That's how Gunnar reacted to me saying we're good at a podcast.
All right.
So that's the end of the show today. Check us out on YouTube, The Swingdom, Instagram, The Swingdom, Twitter, The Swingdom, Facebook, The Swingdom. If you haven't started subscribing to us on iTunes, do that. Review, rate us, the whole 9. We'll appreciate it. We'll read it on the air. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, thumbs up if you like the videos.
Yep.
Life is good, Gunnar. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Tell us all the things you love about us.
Or don't.
Dude, my calves are going to be so ripped when I get back.
They're going to be ripped.
My calves are going to be unstoppably, amazingly good looking.
Yeah, you're gonna be in competition with Phil.
People are gonna pay me not to wear. Let me rephrase that. People are gonna pay me to wear shorts on the golf course.
To not wear pants.
I was about to say that. Yeah. I was like, I think that just makes me an inappropriate individual and in a public place.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to be paid to not wear pants. There has to be a law.
All right, so check out, if you want to find any of this, all this stuff is on the website, theswingtonpodcast.com. Check it out. Gunnar, thank you so much for doing the pod with me today.
Thank you, Ben.
I'll see you on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I want to start getting the Wednesday one out a bit earlier. So either Wednesday or Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Yep.
We've got a big show next week. It's the championship.
Right.
It's the championship.
It's the championship.
I'll see you later, Gunnar.
See you, Ben.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just two guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.